It was nice of them to pop by.
Yeah, much appreciated as well. Bronte, thank you very much for that. Well, have a look at this. It's the third highest property sale in Queensland's history. It's 33 Ross Crescent in Sunshine Beach, and it's been privately sold for $28 million, boasting 3,500 square metres of land, 62 metres of beach frontage and 5 bedrooms. That residence directly overlooks the Coral Sea. Changing hands for the first time in nearly 40 years, it last sold in 1987 for just $200,000. The buyer wants to remain confidential. Wow. Well, it was an historic royal occasion, of course, and tonight we've been given a behind-the-scenes look of the King's coronation. A new documentary narrated by Helen Boehm Carter shows the King joking around with staff just moments before leaving the palace.
I can fly. Should we go and get ourselves organised down there?
The 90-minute documentary will air on Boxing Day. Well, in just 3 minutes, the holiday hotspots for 2024 tonight, where you should book now and how to save. That story just moments away for you. But first of all, Luke Bradnam is back with a check of the weather. Luke, it's going to be even warmer tomorrow, is that right?
That's right, Wendy. A real summer scorcher on the way for our Sunday. A couple of degrees warmer for all of us. I will let you know when it will finally start to cool down. The full weather app coming up next.
Whether you're planning a holiday at home or away, chances are you'll be copping higher costs. But there are positive signs on the horizon for next year, with one destination in particular that's captured our hearts.
Smiles at the airport, just the start of holiday fun for the Cranes. The Sydney family of 6 is jet-setting to Japan.
A couple of days in Tokyo, then the bullet train down to Osaka, Universal Studios.
Their overseas adventure won't take them far from one familiar sound, the Australian accent. Airbnb says Australia's top searches for overseas stays in 2024 are overwhelmingly in Japan. 8 out of the top 10 cities, Taipei and Hong Kong, also make the list. Skyscanner data also reflects a growing love affair. 3 Japanese cities in its top 5 trending destinations for next year, along with 2 in China.
Places like Korea as well, so Seoul is starting to trend, which could be the next Tokyo.
Closer to home, headline events are also inspiring a jump in tour tourism, with a rise in staycation bookings on Airbnb.
Inner city Melbourne, so places like Richmond and East Melbourne, which of course is where the tennis is held. And then in Queensland, we're seeing Townsville and Rockhampton, and Rockhampton Beef Week is coming back next year.
But whether it be at home or away, we're paying more. Since the end of the pandemic, the cost of travel has skyrocketed faster than inflation. Extra international flights will hopefully ease the pressure in 2024, including to Japan, China, Vietnam, Singapore and the USA. And Qantas will fly Perth to Paris direct just in time for the Olympics. No such luck domestic. Amex GBT predicts a 3.1% rise in prices in 2024.
Despite higher living costs, it seems many Australians aren't willing to sacrifice their holidays. CanStar asked Aussie savers which expenses they were reluctant to give up. Travel came in number 1.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Because we have somebody to stay with, it doesn't matter.
What we've paid $5,000 for in April this year, now it's going to be $15,000, so that's a huge saving.
So find a friend's couch, book early and start packing. Annalise Bolt, 9 News.
It is time now for our full weather forecast. Luke, what warnings remain in place tonight?
Well, Wendy, still a severe thunderstorm warning in place for southeast Queensland, stretching up to the Wide Bay Burnett, but it is for areas mostly north of Noosa for southeast Queensland. Right now, we're seeing the heaviest of this storm around Gympie, stretching up towards Rainbow Beach. In fact, just east of Gympie a short time ago, over 100 millimetres of rain falling in a very short space of time. Good news, we should see it clear within the hour. Potentially more severe storms on the way tomorrow. If you look at today's temperatures, this is why we've had those those storms brewing this afternoon, all up above average. We're one of the coolest spots in the southeast down here on the Gold Coast, topping out at 29 degrees. But 33 the top for the city, 36 for Ipswich, and a lot warmer tomorrow. Tomorrow's weather map still heavy showers for the far north of the state, courtesy of ex-tropical cyclone Jasper. A trough stretching through the west of the state will push showers, potentially severe storms to us in the southeast, as well as scorching temps. Around the grounds tomorrow, partly cloudy for Sydney, sunny for Melbourne, mostly sunny for Adelaide and Hobart, mostly sunny for Perth, and for you in Darwin, a shower, possible storm. Back home, heavy falls again for Cairns. Only light falls expected for Townsville and a cloudy day for Mackay. And then in the west, partly cloudy conditions, but very hot for the Isa right the way through to Roma. Possible light showers for Rocky and Gladstone tomorrow, and then possible storms again through the Fraser Coast with warm temps. Gympie tomorrow getting up to the mid-30s. Here in the southeast, possible showers from late morning and then possible severe storms from late afternoon. She will be a scorcher. The sunny coast tomorrow getting to 32. Ipswich topping out at 38 degrees and in the low 30s for us on the Gold Coast. Out on the bay tomorrow, not a bad morning. Northwesterly winds to start with, but shifting northeast and getting up to 20 knots. For the city, heading for a top of 34 degrees tomorrow with a possible severe storm. And then looking ahead, partly cloudy for Monday and Tuesday, a shower or two for Wednesday. For Ipswich, possible storms tomorrow and again on Monday, partly cloudy for Tuesday. Here on the Gold Coast, partly cloudy for Sunday through to Monday and a shower or two for Wednesday through to Saturday, and a pretty similar outlook for you up on the Sunshine Coast as well. Let's have a look at the beaches for tomorrow. Well, cracking way to start the weekend. Small, fun, glassy waves on offer for the board riders, and with the scorching temps, the beach was the place to be. Swell not exactly pumping, but you can see if you bust out the longboard, there's some fun ones around, and get used to this small swell. It's set to hang around for most of next week. Tomorrow, almost a carbon copy of what we had today. Here's the plan of attack. Hit the open beaches up on the sunny coast down here on the Gold Coast, and really you want your surfing done by about midday once those northeasterly winds kick in. Same go for beachgoers. Water temps absolutely beautiful, up around 25 degrees, but the morning's definitely the pick, and she was a pearler of a day offshore today, and there was some good catches. Keely Rose charters with fish of the day, this beautiful red emperor, and still some small dollies off the Gold Coast. Fish the deep charters getting these earlier in the week. Great stuff. And Wendy, Childers and Rainbow Beach really copping it at the moment with those severe storms around. Tomorrow's could be even more severe with those scorching temps. So take care if you're out and about in the afternoon. Have fun out there, guys. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
Great, Luke. Thanks for that. See you soon. And that is 9 News Queensland this Saturday. Thanks for your company. Deborah Knight is along next with a current affair. I'm Wendy Kingston. From all of us here, have a great evening. Good night.